quick to share this with you, because if I didn't, then I don't know who need to hear this, but I gotta say what I have to say. Now this is gonna be a short message, but based on the title, it says, "Don't let your emotions control your actions," and this couldn't be more true. We all have emotions, and it can be overbearing sometimes. Like really, some days if you don't pay attention, it can get really tough. Like today. So I really want to share this story with you because this is a lesson for me as well, because I realized something about myself today, and I'm really happy I'm doing this challenge because I have learned so much about myself, and because of this challenge, I forced myself to get out of that. I forced myself to recognize my emotions as well. So don't let emotions control your action, because when that happens, anything is possible. And this is why a lot of people want to sit in jail today. This is why you are not achieving your goals. This is your emotions have a big part to play with it, and because a lot of the times our emotions drive our action, we are not seeing the results we need to see. So with that being said, let me give you a quick story. It's been a crazy morning, guys. It's been a crazy morning, but I really want to give you this story to lead up to what I'm saying. Today I've just been like, ooh, all these different emotions, and there's a reason why that I have all these emotions. Within your motherhood journey, within any journey, wherever it is you're doing, I want you to make sure and continue doing the one thing that you love. Something that you love, that you really love. You don't see it as work and you just love doing it, okay? I want you to do that because that would change a lot. For the past week, I have been putting off just some stuff that I need to do personally, that what I like doing. It's not to say that it's like on top of my list. Hi guys. Hi. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. So if you're joining, let me know where you're tuning in from, because I really want to know where you're tuning in from always. And put in the chat, let me know if you ever experience this where your emotions literally control your actions. So because of your emotion, you react a certain way. So let me know if that happened to you or you were able to control it. If you were able to control it, kudos to you. And so that's what we're talking about today. And if you're not part of the family, go ahead and subscribe, guys. Click the subscribe button and join the family. So yeah. And yeah, I realized, and it wasn't at front. I just keep doing just the regular stuff, because with me being pregnant, I would just focus on, okay, I need to do this and do that for my toddler and for the household, and just being pregnant in general, and the things that I also enjoy doing. Not that I don't enjoy being a mom, guys, but things that really also bring joy to me besides being a mom is I was putting on the back burner, and I didn't realize how much. Hi, thank you. I really appreciate it. Wait, say you're my favorite coconut gilly. You make him a laugh. Anyway, yeah. Um, I lost my train of thought. See why I don't look at the comments until I finish my train of thought. Hi, let me know where you. Um, hey, hey, Kelly. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. So yeah, you make me lose my train of thought. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the comments. So ask any questions you have after I will answer comments. So hi everyone. So yeah, we're talking about this. Have you ever, because of your emotions, you made a decision because of your emotions, and you really don't want to do that, because when that happened, yes, it is. 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 Yeah, it is. Guys, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because we talk about everything here. when I say everything, self-development, motherhood, and faith. Those are the things that I cover here. And I try my best to go live each and every day where you can get to know me on a different level so that when I start continue posting my regular content, you would know the person behind the camera. Okay? So yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. But today we're talking about that. Today I just wanted to share a quick message on, thank you, really appreciate it, on your emotions controlling your actions. So because it happened to me and I caught it, and because I caught it I realized, oh my goodness, I need to share this with you. So hopefully this don't happen to you. And this is a lot of the times, this is why a lot of people in the hospital today, in jail today, they're just not doing, they're not achieving their goals, because when they get emotional, that drives everything and they don't think clearly. And so I just really wanted to share that with you, and why it's important to always remember that don't ever let your emotions drive, make those decisions for you in life. You see, this is one of the areas the Lord know I need to work on. Listen, listen. Yeah. So this week, like I say, well, yeah, in the beginning of this week, I didn't get to do the things that I want to do. Right? There's like one thing I keep putting on the back burner, and I was doing everything else. So I was tending to baby boy, I was tending to myself in a sense, because I'm just on the bridge of almost giving birth. So I'm there, right? And there's this one thing that I love doing, a couple things that I love doing that I normally do throughout the day that brings me a lot of joy. And because of that, and because I wasn't doing it, I realized there was a lot of and not is not I wasn't conscious about it and how it affected me. And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. But I wasn't, because today, because of those things, because I wasn't doing the getting time to do that one thing that I appreciated, I realized I was on edge. I was just on edge today, right? Well, you probably don't see it now, but because I recognize it and I really wanted to share it, because this is a journey. And I really want to be like really upfront with you guys, because a lot of people come on here and they talk about this, that, that, but in reality, they struggle with it as well, right? And they make you feel like they are perfect when we are not. And so, yes. And so I was on edge and I was like, oh my goodness, why am I feeling like this? I can feel my emotions just all over the place and I'm on edge. And I'm like, okay, it continued for some time. And then after reaching home, because I was on the road, you want to be on edge on the road, right? That's not like the safest thing to do. And I keep asking myself, I was like, why am I feeling like this? Like, I know I'm not angry, I'm not sad, but I'm just on edge. And I had to evaluate myself. So that's one thing you need to do when you start feeling like that. I was like, I evaluated myself. I was like, okay, this could be happening for two reasons, X, Y, and Z. And it came down to this one reason. I was like, okay, I realized I haven't done the thing, that one thing that I wanted to get done for a very long time. And because of that, that is like my, whew, I love doing it and it brings me a lot of joy. So when I get to do it, like like all care, like I don't study, like I'm not stressed anymore, if that makes sense. And so, and because I didn't do it, I realized that. And my emotions was controlling my action, because I was making and I was talking and I was sounding sometimes rough when I was talking to persons, and that wasn't me. And I'm like, why did this come out like this? So I will answer your question, just let me just finish, wrap this up, wrap my train of thought, because I will forget. And when I came home just now and I put my baby boy to sleep, I was still like, whew, I know the problem. How can I address it? And I sat on the couch and I just was feeling sorry for myself. And I was like, this is not you. Like, get up. You need to get up. So I'm telling you, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get up and get it done. So I was like, oh, I made a promise. Let me jump on live and share this experience with you guys. Um, And me recognizing where I went wrong, I was like, okay, how can I make this better? Let me jump on live and share this with you rather than sitting on the couch and wallowing, thinking about God knows what, right? So let me answer your question. I like your skin tone. Thank you, really appreciate it. To be honest, it is what it is. Some people could, I guess, some people might take it the other way around. If somebody say, "Hey, I like your skin tone," I I don't take any offense to it. If somebody say they don't like my skin tone, like okay, whatever. I have made comments like that to persons. I literally have tell people, I was like, oh my goodness, your skin is so beautiful. But it wasn't like a skin tone, it's just like skin in general. And I didn't know the person, and the person really appreciated at one point. And so I guess some people might take offense to it, depending on how it come out. But yeah, for me, it is what it is, guys. So that's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with it. I do want to say thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I really wanted to share that with you, and just know that if you in this funk right now, it just feels stuck. Your mind. Oh, thank you for the hats, guys. Go ahead and thumbs up the live. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how you do it. Besides the hats, I don't know how you thumbs up the live, guys. But you could go ahead and thumbs up the live as well. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about the topic, let me know. Yeah, so when I realize every time I am emotional and I make stupid decisions, I have to say stupid decisions, right? I make stupid decisions. It just never turned out the way I wanted to. And it's because I base it off of this especially this negative emotion that I was feeling. And so I just never want you, when you're on edge, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling overwhelmed, and that those feelings is what driving your decision, is what driving how you respond to someone. Don't ever do that. I want you to recognize and be aware when you're feeling that. I want you to be aware of your body. You can feel how the inside is changing, how your emotions changing. And when you're aware of that, then you can better address it. Now you can say, okay, I'm not sad and I'm angry, or I'm angry, or I'm sad, whatever the case might be, but why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this way? So ask yourself that question, dig a little deeper to actually find the answer to why you're feeling like that. And then when you find the answer to when you're feeling like that, then you can address it. And you can say, oh my goodness, okay, let's see, maybe I need to do some breathing exercise. Maybe I need to just step back and take a break before I jump in to make a rash decision, okay? Okay, yes. Yes. Okay, let me explain. Yes and no. So the negative emotion, it was brought on by, I was being productive, right? I was literally being productive, but I had a specific thing that I wanted to do, that I wasn't getting done. So it wasn't about this is just me. This just bring joy to me. So let me just say, you like reading your scriptures, and you just, for some reason, you're not getting time to read your scriptures because of everything going on, right? And you keep paying it off and paying it off, and then you realize you're doing everything else, but that's the one thing that is your thing. That is your thing, and you're not getting to do it the way you want to do it. Yes, something like that kind of happened throughout the couple days. And I wasn't aware of it at first because I kept paying it off until today, and I realized that it built up. And I was like, oh, that is why I'm feeling like this. So now I know, I recognize, I can pinpoint why I'm feeling like this, and then I was able to address it. So it was really nice to experience that, because in the past I would just freak out, and I even text my husband. I was like, listen, I'm a little bit on edge. And so I just wanted to know if for some reason you ask a question and I tick, because it happens to the best of us, and I respond harshly sometimes, because we don't even realize sometimes what we're doing until it comes out, right? And so I let him know, so he's aware. All right, maybe, oh, okay, she just probably going through whatever she going through and she needs some time. So communication is key in any relationship. So because I don't ever want him to think, oh, anything else. So I let him know one time when I started to feel these emotions, I text him and let him know. So when he messaged throughout the day, he is like, we are aware, we communicate, and I'm working on it. And so it was really nice actually. Maybe it was meant to happen so I can jump on live and share this with you guys, because it's not like, it is not perfect. We are not perfect and we go through this. It's a cycle and it's a journey. And being able to recognize it, that is what makes it good. That is what makes this journey worth it, because I sat on the couch and I was able to be like, oh my goodness. And the crazy thing is, because I was feeling like that, it led to other feelings. And that is what I talked about yesterday. You know, you start feeling one way and that one thing shift to another, and then you start thinking negative about yourself. And because it has happened to me in the past where yes, I was on edge, but then I started feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm a failure. Oh my goodness, this, and the list goes on. So to prevent you from going into that funk, guys, being able to recognize and being able to be aware of your feelings, and then ask those questions, good questions, so that you can find the root cause of it and then address it. Okay, so that helped T. I know I had to say T underscore MK. Or could I just say MK? That makes sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense. And so I'm just under the impression that, so you can answer if you're still on, if you're listening to what I'm saying, let me know if that makes sense. So I always tell, especially moms, because I feel like I could speak for, because I'm a mom, right? And I know like in the past what affected me. And I always tell moms, hey, besides motherhood, like you being an awesome mom, that's great. Can you, is there something that you enjoy doing before you became a mom? Is there something that you would like to do? You know, I want you to find time to do that one thing, because that would bring so much joy to you on a different level. And you're gonna see how your attitude change towards your husband, towards, or your significant other, whoever it is, or your child, or just how you go throughout your day, as long as you get that one thing done, because that is like you, and that is what bring you joy. That is like your thing, you know what I mean? And so I always tell moms, like, don't forget yourself. And so yes, exactly. You are so right. And so we really need to, if we can, listen, you have no idea how much our emotions really affects us. And it's not just emotions, but I was reading, what a book? I was reading last night, what the difference between a thought, the thought versus thinking versus a thought. And I never really thought about it. Like, oh, there's a difference. Yes, there's a difference. We have a lot of thoughts throughout the day, but thinking is what brings on those emotions, those different emotions. And so I was reading about it and I was like, wow, I didn't really sat to like think about this, think about the difference between the thought and thinking. So and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And when we start to think, it brings on those feelings. I mean, there's so much more to it, but yeah. And so just keep in mind, we have a lot of thoughts, girl. You know, when the Bible says, guard your heart above all things, because all of our issue flow. Listen, we really have to guard our heart, you know, this. And I think that, oh my goodness, this morning I was reading. You see, we had to go again because this morning I was reading the scriptures. And I start from the beginning. I start over from the beginning. So I'm in Genesis. And sometimes I go all over, but I'm in Genesis. And it's talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the name of the place, right? You know, I always mix it up. So yeah. But I talk about, I think 2 lives ago, I talk about our heart. And it's in Matthew 6. I need you to go and read that, guys. That is everything you need right now. And I will never forget Matthew 6. It talks about, you see, I get so excited about this thing because guys, when you really understand how much our Father cares for us, when I say our Father, God, our Father cares for us, and He put everything that we need in the scriptures. Like everything that we're going through, when we think, oh, they don't understand, He don't understand. Yes, He understand. It's there for us. And it talks about our heart. And I was asking a question of where is the most sacred place that you can pray? And I don't think anyone answer. But basically, within that scriptures, it talks about you going into your closet and closing the door behind you, and basically pouring out your heart to God, right? In prayer. And in the scriptures, when it talks about those things, it's always speaking parable. And we basically boil it down to the closet is our heart. That closet is our heart. No, it's no room in your house. Well, if you want to go in a quiet place, go ahead and do that. But that closet is our heart. And when he said to shut the door behind, he means to lock out all those worldly things. Because when we're coming to him, he needs you to come to him. Not come to him and thinking about all the cares of the world. No, he wants to communicate with you. And it took me a long time to actually realize that, because sometimes I would pray and I'll be like, I'm not feeling the way I think I should be feeling about prayer. I love that so much. It's like an open invite for intimacy with God. Yes. Because this is MK. How would you feel if me and you having a conversation, right? Just face to face. And then while you talking to me, I start talking to someone else. And this person here, and I start talking to another person. And I start talking to another person. Like, how would you feel? Like, because I would be like, yo, MK, when you're done talking, you come back to me. And that is what happening when we go to God, when we go to our Father in prayer and we don't close the door, meaning like lock out all those worldly things, and we come to him and our mind is trained on what we need to cook. As a mom, listen, oh, I need to cook this, I need to clean, I need to do this, I need to do that. No, you are with him. You need to focus on him. And so that is what he's trying to say. So block those things out, okay? And so yeah, and when I did that, I can feel his presence. I ain't trying to get all spiritual with you guys here today, but I'm just being honest. I realize the days when I enter into the closet, which is my, pray for my heart, and I close the door behind me, that is when and I mostly feel his presence. When I do not close that door, I am so distracted. I mean, I still pray, which is nice, right? Yeah. But I don't feel his presence. It's not the same. And if you are one who go and pray and sometimes you don't feel like it just don't feel the same, I want you to shut the door behind you and feel and be in the moment, and you will see the difference. You're gonna feel the difference. So yeah. And listen, I'm so glad that I jump on live, because like I said, I was on the couch. I literally was on the couch because I'm like, I'm so tired. Yes, I have all these things to do, but I'm not doing it. Because why? Yeah, I'm not doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, I did make a promise that I'm gonna go live every day. Baby boy is gone down and sleep, which is nice. And the torch just started coming. I was like, that is not who I am. And I quickly shut it down. I put on my phone and my light here, and I was like, let me come and share this with you guys. And I'm glad I did, because this is why I'm on this journey. So I didn't tell everyone. Okay. So I don't tell everyone my problem, just vent to God. I mean, go ahead and do that. That is your best friend. That is your father. Go ahead and there are certain things, there's certain things you're not gonna share. And I totally understand that. There's certain things you're just not gonna share with people, and you're gonna go to God with it. Yep, and I totally understand that. And I go to God. Listen, sometimes I feel like he fed up with me because I'm like, I'm gonna come to you. Especially in those moments when I feel alone. And we all have those experiences. And I was like, I realize I need to talk to him. Hi, hello people, hello. If you're now joining me, go ahead and subscribe, guys, because we talk about self-development, faith. In Listen, it always leads to us talking about God in anything we're talking about. It's just a part of who we are. So yes, go ahead and join. And I talk about motherhood because I am a mother, and yes, so those are the things that we talk. So if there's a female who is a mom who is a Christian, or you don't even have to be a Christian, but you believe in God. Well, you believe in God, so you're a Christian. But whatever denomination you decide to do, that's okay. And who just really want to work on themselves, yeah, this channel is for you. So stay tuned. Oh, let me know where you John, let me know where you watching from. Let us know where you watching from, John. And there goes my husband calling. Let me tell him on live. I was like, he's like calling, so let me tell him on live. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But let me make sure I read, because I don't know why I don't wear my glasses here. Yeah, some people buy back. Oh, you from the Virgin Island? Okay, okay. Oh no, I was like, why did I read the Virgin Island? Like I just read the Virgin Island, like you, and I was like, the Virgin Island, go on. Why? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be honest with you. My friend messaged, and I was like, I really just want to go and soak in the ocean right now. That's what I'm feeling for right now. I just want to go in the sea, back when we just say the beach, and just soak my entire body in the salt water and just forget about everything. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I was feeling. I was like, but where I'm located, there's no ocean. So forget about that. So guys, if you're anywhere near the ocean or river or wherever, yes, go and just soak yourself in the water. That would be really nice. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, John. Do you have any questions? Leave it down in the comment section. And if you're not a part of the family, go ahead and subscribe and join the family. Because on here we talk about self-development, faith, and motherhood. And also when I say motherhood, parenthood, because I will have some episodes with my husband discussing certain stuff when it comes to like parenthood. So yeah, my family is at the ocean. When you say that, what you mean? What do you mean by that? Do they live close to the ocean, or yeah, like what do you mean by that? But for those of you who like literally just coming on, because I know people go and come, that's what we were talking about today. And I am happy that I didn't let my emotions drive my actions, if that makes sense. So because if I allow my emotions to drive my actions, I wouldn't vacation. That is nice. If I allow my emotions to take over, then I wouldn't be here on this live tonight. Today I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if I only give into my emotions. So I want to tell you that that is one of the reasons why persons, like I said in the beginning, that is why I've seen it firsthand, where people emotions drive their action. It leads them to the hospital, it leads them to prison, it leads them to 6 feet under, just not the best situation because of they couldn't control their emotion. And I just didn't want that to be you. And I just wanted to share that with you, that do not let you in charge. Don't let your emotion drive you, I should say. I mean, there is good emotions. Yes, we talk about positive emotions. Yeah, that's different. But those different types of emotions with the anger and just on edge and like everything you can think about, don't let that drive confuffle your brain, okay? But I guess you say you're on day on vacation. I can do it a vacation. Maybe after giving birth, yeah, sure. I can do it a little vacation for now. Just the sun. And me, when I think about vacation, of course, I think about the Caribbean in that's just it. I think about the Caribbean, vacation Caribbean, where it's just so peaceful. And I keep telling people that this is a peace that I won't say money can't buy, but it would take you there. This peace is a different type of peace. And it's not just a vacation, but just being close to the ocean, sunshine in your face, no worries, sipping on, well, I don't know why sipping on, because I don't drink alcohol, guys. So just sipping on something that tastes amazing, some kind of natural juice, and just allowing the breeze to blow. And for me to, I could just hear my thoughts. And that for me, oh my goodness, I can't wait to experience that again. And I'm taking every moment of it. But yeah, that is a vacation for me. I am not the type to coconut water. Listen, maybe some coconut water, yes. Some coconut water would be nice. It's been a while since I had coconut water. And oh my goodness, just imagine some cold, nice coconut water. You sitting in the sunlight. Well, at least for me, in the under the sun, sipping on a coconut water, allowing the breeze to just flow through you, and having these peaceful thoughts, whatever it may be. Maybe some calming music, but I like listening to the ocean, the song of the ocean, so I probably wouldn't be playing music. But that peace is something that I long for all the time and I think about. That is a different type of peace, guys. And yeah, look at my smile. Just thinking about it, oh my goodness, it's a different type of peace. Um, and I experienced that on like different islands that I've been to, especially the Cayman Islands. I would forever talk about it. The Cayman Island is it is peace itself. I don't know. I haven't been to all the islands, but the Cayman Islands, it is a different type of atmosphere. The ocean, like the ocean is different, and that piece is, yeah, I would find it there. I live in the UK. Rainy, cold weather. It's so depressing here. One of the reasons I'm always grumpy. Oh, okay. I can understand. Oh, hi. You know I can pronounce your name. Oh, Zachariah. Okay, cool. Hi, Zach. I'll just say Zach. um, I could say that moving from the Caribbean to coming to the States and where I'm at, I with seasonal depression and all these different things, it is hard. And hopefully you can keep up your vitamin D. I realize when I'm not a doctor, guys, I'm not a doctor, but I was experiencing like all these things because of the seasons and so, as well, and just it's different, right? I had to take my vitamin D. I did start feeling a little bit better. But also there's lights. I don't know if these works. There's this light that I got that is from a specific company that it is the closest to the sunlight, if that makes sense. So you can put it on, and even though it's gloomy outside, you can still get that because it's so close to the sunlight. So I got that light, and I normally turn it on when, like, in the morning when I'm studying and stuff like that. So yeah, it sucks, I'm gonna be honest, because I love the outdoors and my baby boy loved the outdoors, and because like today was okay. Like today has been a nice day, but I have been inside for a very long time because it's cold and I hate the cold, even though I'm in the cold. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't like the cold. And I long for that sunlight, but there's none outside. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So I had to find things. This is why I started this journey, because I had to find things to get me out of that funk, because I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be grumpy all the time. It's not nice. And I really don't want to be depressed all the time, because it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice place to be in. And so this is why I find things that would help me to come out of that. So MK, I'm so sorry. I am like, I really, so if you have a late glimpse of sun, just go outside in the sun and just take it in, even if it's 5 minutes. If you can get a little bit of that, that would be really nice. Yeah, because it sucks. It really sucks. I wish I could just share whatever light I have with you. I wish it works like that. Because I know how it feels to be in that depressive, grumpy stage for a very long time. So yeah, because I was going through postpartum and all these different things. So I could, oh my goodness, I just don't even wish this on anyone to feel like that all the time. So always remember to smile, even if you don't feel like it. Have you ever wonder? Just think about it. Even when you're just not in the mood, even if you fake a smile, eventually you would feel different inside. I know it sounds weird, but I want you to do it. If you're grumpy or whatever the case might be, I want you to pay attention. You need to be aware of your body. You remember I keep saying this, awareness is key. Being aware is key. Even though you're not feeling up there, I want you to fake that smile. And when you fake that smile, the signals it send is a different type of feeling. Like if you try it now, you would see. Just be all right. Just be calm for now, and then fake the smile. I can't I can't fake the smile, guys. But then fake it. Fake the smile and you would see how your body react. You would feel different inside. And I remember I started doing that to feel different at one point. My 6-year-old asked to see my smile today. LOL. I fake it. Okay. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes we have to. Yeah, sometimes we have to. It's hard. This parenthood journey is not easy. It is hard. You know, and that's one thing. It's so hard because as parents, we have our emotions that we dealing with, right? And one thing I always say, I never want to bring negative energy in my home. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. I'm like, okay, what kind of energy I want in my home? Have you ever walked into someone else's home and you could feel the shift in the energy, like or I have walked into people who and be like, oh my goodness, I can feel this, like I can feel how light this home is, and I can feel there's something good in this home. When someone walk into my home, my apartment, that is what I want them to feel. For I will take it a step further. When my husband comes home, that is what I want him to feel, instead of me being grumpy and this negative energy. Because if I am putting that out there, my kids are going to get that. And it's just not the best. So when we recognize these things, and it was nice that you recognize, when we recognize these things, we can change it, you know. And it's hard sometimes, because sometimes we have to fake it as as parents. Sometimes we're going through so much that our kids, we don't want them to see that side. We don't want them to see that side, which is okay sometimes, especially when you explain to them and say, hey, for me, I was like, I Bobo, I call my son Bobo. I was like, I Mommy not feeling too good right now. So here what? I'm gonna put you down there and I'm just gonna go in the bathroom and get myself together. And then I go in the bathroom and I talk to myself, talk to Heavenly Father, say a prayer, do what I have to do to come back up because I don't want him. He don't deserve that energy from me. If that makes sense. I always say that. So yeah. Recognizing it is the battle won. Yeah. But yeah, I don't wanna be that mom. Yeah. And the good thing is I just bear in mind it's okay, especially you have a 6-year-old. So I believe like they're at a point where they could somewhat understand what is going on. And a lot of people are afraid to say certain things to their kids. Of course, there's boundaries, there's levels and everything, but it's okay to say, hey, listen up. Mommy not feeling too good right now. I promise. Listen, mommy not feeling too good. Let me just go in the bathroom and fix myself. Or let me just go in the bathroom and I'll be right back out. And when you go there, you do an evaluation, quick evaluation. Hey, if my 6-year-old could recognize this, that means yes, it's been happening more than once, and they can feel it. So I don't want them to feel this. So what do I need to do? Okay. If you need to write those sticky notes on the bathroom, some affirmation that you believe, because affirmation not gonna work unless you believe those things, guys. And just whatever you need to do to put yourself in that mood. Like I say, I fake smile and my entire body is like the signals my brain send all over it changed. So it changed everything. And so I really wanted to put that out there. Yeah, and just go on. That's what I have to do sometimes. I go in the bathroom and I breathe. And sometimes if I need to cry, guys, for me, I'm a crier. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a crier. I wasn't a crier because I thought crying makes, for a long time I thought if I cry I'm weak and I don't want to appear weak. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that I had to work through. And so for me now, I need to cry. If I feeling something and I realize I need to cry, if I need to go in the bathroom and let it all out, I'm gonna let it all out. I'm gonna cry. It's okay. Because with in this motherhood journey, parenthood journey, you're gonna cry. And that is okay. Go in the bathroom and cry. At one point, if you want to bawl and nobody in the house, no one else in the house, go ahead and bawl. Scream. If you need to let it out. One time that happened and I just like and I needed to let it out. And it did feel a lot better. Oh my god, I think a lot of people judge people, and this is why I created the Mind Your Space community where we can share these things as mom, because I understand where you're coming from and you understand where I'm coming from. Or someone who is not a mom, they might think, oh, this person probably crazy. No, motherhood is not easy. So yes. Oh, let me read the comments to see. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that idea. We'll try affirmations around the home. Yes, go ahead. Oh my goodness, let me show you what I got. I don't want you to see my belly. Just on one sec. Okay. So I had to hide it from a toddler, as you know how crazy it is. So I got this. Is a digital. You see, he already touched it up already. Oh my goodness. It's not on right now. I wish I could have put it on to show you how it works. But it's a digital frame. And I created some... Oh, maybe I can share it. I'm going to create a video and I'm going to share it. I created some affirmations. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do some for moms, right? Just to empower us, right? I did ones with scriptures because for me, I wanted to start off with scriptures. And every morning now I turn it off because baby boy was touching. It comes up on here. It comes up on here. So let me see if I can pull it up on my phone because I have some on my phone. Yeah, and it's like a slideshow. I do have pictures on this with my family, but I really bought this for the affirmations. So on my desk, I can see it. So I created the affirmations and the cards. So it's digital. So it's not like It's not like a affirmation cards where you can think. It's just digital. I just create it and I send it over to here. This picture frame here, and it's like every minute it change. So it changed to a new one. So when I come out, I can see it and I can read it, and it really helps. And this is the main reason I got this. But like I say, it's not on right now because baby boy has been touching everything. So this was an investment for me because I personally needed this for my mental health. And I'm gonna be creating some for moms as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be, my next project is creating for moms, whether it be like postpartum, just motherhood in general. So I'll be creating some of that. Let me show you how it looks. You probably can see it, but for now, go ahead and so maybe you can download it and you can have it on your phone as well, and maybe a screensaver it can move, so every time it pops up you'll be able to see it as well, because we always on our phone, right? So yes, and create those sticky notes and put it on your mirror, in your bathroom, in your bedroom, whatever it is, as a reminder. But I got that because I think I really needed it. Not everyone needs it, but I got it for me. Let me see if I can pull it up to show you how some of the affirmations look. I created it in Canva. Where are you? Right. So you probably can see. So this is how this is, it's not the best. um, where you? You know, if I was doing this other, I would have pulled it up for you so you can see and put it there. So this is how it is. This is like the cards, and it's like, okay, wrong way. And these are all the affirmations I created. These are scriptures, by the way, just scriptures that will help you throughout the day. Because sometimes, some days, if I don't get in the a lot of scripture studies, seeing this really helps me, and I can formulate my thoughts or whatever I'm feeling from one of these scriptures because it is that good. And so yeah, I created it. I'm gonna add some more to this, and then I'm gonna do a mother one, and then I'll have it linked down in the description so person can actually go and access it if they really need it. I only have like 15 of these, so I'm gonna create at least 50 of these scriptures and 50 of the for mothers. Yeah, and then probably like some with self-development as stuff as well, so that persons could go and see. And I will try my best to post these on my, on like the community tab, so wherever, anytime you're browsing YouTube, you probably might be able to see, oh, Queenie posts one of these. So yeah, so that's something that I can do just in case. So when you're scrolling, you know, you're scrolling and you might see something positive, which is good. Hi, thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Oh, baby boy sleeping a little while. That's nice. But don't talk too fast. Will you have why am I reading this out loud? Sometimes I just wonder. Listen. Oh, you love the hi. Another day in love. Yes. Yeah, so that's what I've been. Wait, I know I talk about a lot of things just now. So Shanae, which idea are you talking about? Like this one, or like me posting? Like which idea are you talking about? Because I just mentioned a lot just now, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. The frame. Oh, you just joined. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah. Listen. I had to pull it out because Jay, he just be this boy, he just touching everything. And I was like, you see you? And yeah, it's so easy because I have an app on my phone, and from my phone, I just, actually, this is so good. You can send this to your family, wherever they are in the world. They can download the app, right? And if they have pictures, they could automatically send it. So when they send the pictures, it comes directly to the frame, which I think is really nice. So like I can give my sister the code, and she put in the code, and when she take out pictures of the family back home, she can just upload it and it will come to the frame. So which is really nice. Also, this frame is touchscreen, and You can play videos on it. You can hear the volume. Like you can adjust the volume. That's what I meant to say. So it has so much features, but I didn't realize it had so much features. I just bought it for the affirmations, and I was like, whoa, I can send this. So I can send this to you, the code to you, and you will be able to send pictures to me, and it will pop up there. And so yeah, it's really nice. You will just get a notification saying, oh, this person sent pictures, or whatever the case might be. So I think it was a good investment. Let me just read what everybody was saying. I just can't. I trying to hear, I think Bubble waking up. I love this idea. If you might just join, for real, I like. Listen, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. I am going to be heading off literally now. I normally just stay on for half an hour, but it is 50 minutes, which is so crazy. And I think it's because baby boy actually sleep a little bit. But just remember, do not let your emotions, those emotions that you're having, make that choice for you in whatever decision you need to make, because sometimes, a lot of the times, those emotions, those negative emotions, those frustrations, you need to calm yourself first before you can make any decision. Because I have seen firsthand, when someone emotions is high sky, the decisions that they made has ended up them, like they are end up, but oh, let me speak English, because of that, and the things that they do, the action follow because of the emotion. It put them in the hospital, or they put other people in the hospital. They end up in jail. I've witnessed all of that, and that is why I'm saying that. And that is like really severe, right? That's like extreme, and I understand that. But it's the same thing with us, because of those emotions and everything, guys. Sometimes it hinders us from becoming who we need to become, from the goals that we set, because of those emotions that we feeling. As MK said earlier, that it trickle down, is like a domino effect with from these emotions, and then you start thinking about all the different negative things in your life, and your self-worth, and you put yourself in that funk because of that one emotion that you experience. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So I urge you to always be aware of your feelings, be aware of your emotions, and question, where is it coming from? And when you can question where and answer that question, so you question where this coming from? Why am I feeling like this? Dig a little deeper for me, please. And when you can answer those questions, then you can address it. And then you are better able to make decisions. I think someone asked a question. Oh, thank you so much. You needed this today. Okay, nice. How do you deal with a rejection? Thank you for real, right? Ball. How I deal with rejection? It's been a while. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to figure out. Guys, I am grateful for you guys to be on. I will hop it off soon. Let me just answer this person question. Thanks for asking that question with rejection. I'm trying to recall a time where I was rejected, like recently. I do want to say, a lot of the times I've realized previously, based on how I handle rejection, is based on my childhood trauma. So I do want to put that out there, guys. This is, if you need to go and see somebody, go and see somebody. But I realize that I base my rejection on my childhood trauma. Things that happened to me in the past, and the rejection based on, because I had different types of rejection. Based on that, I reacted the same way, because I thought the same thing was happening to me, were happening in my childhood, and so I didn't respond positively, or I look at it as a reflection on me, like I am not good enough. based on the rejection, like I am not good enough. But no, that is not the case. That is not the case, because I've done the work and I don't see myself in a mirror. Like, that is not who I am anymore. So I cannot give you a direct answer, because there's so much more to it when it comes to rejection. Like, what type of rejection, and you can use that as a fuel to become who you need to become. Because for me, it wasn't more like rejection, it was more of, how to put it, I trying to understand, because I will have to sit down and like ask all these questions to understand where you're coming from, to then give you a better answer, if that makes sense. Anybody who have anything else to say when it comes to rejection, go right ahead. But for now, if someone tell me no, I say okay, because that, for instance, I asked my baby boy for a kiss, he's like no. I was like, that hurts a little bit, but okay. That's okay. So if you're talking about dating wise and you ask someone to go out and they say no, they probably have their reasons, and maybe depending on how close you guys are, you could find out, hey, I wonder why this person, and you have a conversation with them, you want to find out like why, and you use that as a building block, not as something to tear you down, tear down your character, but be like, oh, okay, this person said this because of this. Maybe that's something that I personally can work on. So for me, I take every opportunity as a learning experience. Well, I'm hoping to do that, because it don't happen all the time, as a learning experience to see how I can improve. And that's like the best answer I have for you when it comes to like rejection and stuff. Because maybe I personally am doing something that someone don't approve of, and I wasn't seeing that, and that person rejecting wherever it is, because I'm more aware of what is going on with me, I can talk to that person, and hear what they had to say, and then realize that, oh, okay, this is something that I personally need to work on, and I would work on it. But there's so much more to rejection, guys. I can't go like in depth. Like I say, you really had to sit down with the person to find out which direction it's going in. It's like a recurring wound, an open inner wound that needs healing. Yes. Hi, do you have any advice on how to feel pretty? Okay, guys, you're coming on here when I'm looking to leave, and okay, let me answer this question, because I was in that boat. Oh my goodness. Again, one of the things, I'm gonna be really straight up with you guys with this question. Hi, do you have any advice on how to feel pretty? There's tons of advice. Growing up, it was hard. I know some people might, especially when it comes to your self-worth, self-esteem, like it have a lot to do with that, right? And how you value yourself. Because remember, I want you to remember that what the Lord sees is not what everyone else sees. And this is when I realized that I need to love myself. And the term pretty is very, what is the word? Everyone might see some people might call me ugly. Some people might call me, oh, you are beautiful. So it just so, it's don't have one thing to define pretty, so just keep that in mind. So even though this person might appreciate how you look, this person may not appreciate how you look. The one thing that helps me is that I was like, you know what? Jesus Christ came on the earth and people didn't like him. Who is me? Who is me? If he came on the earth and he walked the earth and he did all these amazing things and people still didn't like him, who is me? And so that kind of take me through it. Also, I realized that I needed to love myself. And so despite all the different features that I didn't like about myself, especially, let me just talk about becoming a mom. Before becoming a mom, man, I would say Looking back at pictures, I'm like, And then after giving birth, physically, emotionally as well, but physically on the outside, a lot of things changed. And it was hard for me to love myself at the beginning. It was hard for me to see. I didn't recognize the person looking. Like when I look in the mirror, I couldn't recognize who was looking back because this wasn't me. So much things has changed physically about my face and about my entire body that I couldn't even fathom that my husband would love something like this. Um, and so it was really deep, guys, and I really had to go on that journey and realize and appreciate everything I had. It's more is so much more to it. But I look in the mirror and I realize that okay, for a long time I have thick lips. Like, back in the days that wasn't the standard of beauty. And I had to deal with that. I had to grow up with that. I had to grow up with the name calling and stuff. My nose is not small, and that is not the standard of beauty. And I had to grow up with that. And only when I accepted those features that for a long time I didn't accept, that's when I accepted me. And I realized that I don't care what nobody say. I got it. I am beautiful inside and out despite what anybody else say. Some days maybe questionable because I need to put myself together. But on most days I realize that it's me. This don't have anything to do with anyone else. This is you. Because I watching your picture and girl, what are you talking about? Like a lot of the times we don't see what other people seeing. But I started loving these features that for a long time I hated about myself, and I never thought I was pretty enough. And so I started saying, okay, who gave me this? Like, I have my dad nose for sure. I have my dad lips for sure. If you see my dad, you take this part and slap it on me. And until I appreciate that, I was like, you know what? This, when I look in the mirror and my dad passed away, God forbid, like when that time happened and he passed away, this is him. Like, why should I be ashamed of that? Like, why should I be ashamed of that? Because I think about how much my heavenly Father blessed me with gifts, right? And I'm grateful for that. No, I have an earthly father that blessed me as well. Or some people might say curse or whatever, but I look at it as he blessed me with this. Like, this is his nose, this is his lip. And when I switched, like start thinking like that, I'm like, I'm so grateful because when he no longer with us, I can look in the mirror and say, boy, this daddy lip, this daddy nose, and I am grateful for that. So no one out there could come and tell me now, girl, you have big. Oh yes, I do know that. That is my dad. He blessed me with this. This is something that he passed on to me that nobody else did. So yes, I'm grateful for the gift that he passed on to me because I'm also grateful for the gift that my heavenly Father passed on to me as well. So that's how I look at it. There's so much more, guys, to it. I'm going to be honest. There's so much more. Like I said, it's a journey of loving yourself, like also being patient with yourself, having compassion, just like how you would probably, if a friend tell you I'm not pretty, just like how you would say, girl, you this, you that, you that. Yes, you have it. You need to do that to yourself as well. And sometimes you just need to, affirmations work for me. At one point I had to write down some affirmations about that. I had to believe that I am beautiful inside and out, and it did take some time, but I reached to the point where if somebody say you're not nice, okay, it doesn't affect me because that's your opinion, honey. I know I am beautiful. I am created in God's image and likeness. And if he created me like this, there must be a purpose. So that's how I see it. If he created me in his image and likeness, there is a reason why I look the way I look. So I am grateful for that. Despite what anybody had to say. So yes, you are beautiful and you better believe it. You need to say that to yourself every single day until you start believing it. Okay? Sorry guys. I was just get on a ramp and I get so excited about these things. I used to sit in Yes. Social media has also ruined the way we view ourselves. Preach, 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 preach. You need to watch what you're putting into your soul. You are beautiful. If it's one thing I can leave with you, social media has done it. We listen, let me tell you this. Social media is not real. And I want you to understand why it is not real, guys. That is why I'm going live with you, because when you see my other video, it is polish up. I put on a little bit of makeup, I sit down, I fix my hair, do whatever. But these live, I don't have on no makeup, I don't have on nothing, I don't do anything. I just come on and I'm really just honest with you guys about what we're going through and how we navigate in this journey, so you can see the real me. So when you see those videos, you know the person behind it. But most of these things on social media, especially like with motherhood and just seeing these young people these days, guys, it could be breaking, because you are watching these people with these bodies who have done work on they have done work on themselves, and then they use filters. They don't even look like they're in real. They take these pictures and they portray this life that when we watch we so want, and these things are not real. So do not, please do not compare yourself. Comparison is a joy killer. Listen, it comes like a thief in the night, honestly. And if you don't purge your social media, then you're going to be feeling like this most of the time. I had to unfollow people that was no longer serving a purpose for me. If I start questioning myself and just like doing certain things, like, yeah, you're not good for my mental health, I need to unfollow you. So I started following people that was more real, that I can relate to, like moms who don't pretty up anything. I had to start following, because I don't have the house like most of these moms have, and I was like, I started comparing myself and all these different things, and I was like, that is not what I want. And so I want, when I come on social media and I scroll my feed, yes, they're gonna have one or two trickle in, but I'm gonna be following people who I genuinely like. So I need you to understand that social media is not real, and you need to find those people who would not have make you feel bad about yourself, if that makes sense. Do you celebrate the holidays like Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter, etc.? It's a heart issue which you can definitely fix. Yes, listen. When you start loving the Lord and you start understanding how much the Lord loves you, how much He has done for you, then you realize that all these other things doesn't matter. And I know it kind of hard to like believe now, but what He sees is your heart. He don't see, He not coming for your face. He coming for your heart, right? And as long as that is pure, your beauty will shine. And I can tell you that you can see when someone genuinely like have a pure heart, it shines on their face, no matter if they have the biggest lip or the biggest nose or wherever the beauty standards is, or whatever the case might be. Like it goes beyond that. It goes beyond the physical, and that's why I need to say, do I celebrate holidays? Yes, I do celebrate holidays. Might be in like right now, not so much. I do celebrate birthdays a little bit. I mean, I'm grateful to see another year. Yeah, Christmas. To be honest, it is what it is. If it passed, it passed. I just don't stress myself. I've realized that the less stress, the better for me. Yes, Christmas, I may, for us back home in the Caribbean, Christmas, we clean and we cook, and it's more like a family. So it's not like, oh, we have to buy all these gifts, we had to do these Christmas trees, we had to do all these decorations. It was never like that, because most of the time we didn't have the money to do it. But most of the time we didn't have the money to do it. And so what we focused on was family. We focused on making sure we had food, and we make sure the house was clean, and we paint, and yeah, the yard was clean, we had food, and we music, and we dance, and we just enjoy the time. And that is Christmas for us back home. And so I try to do the same thing here. So yeah, I might buy one or two gifts if if we can. But other than that, I don't really stress out about, oh, I need to decorate and I need to do all of these things, at least for me. And that is just me. Maybe it would change as kids get older. Things might change for different holidays. Easter back home, same thing. It's a family. It's more like family. Just being able to spend time with family. I think all of these holidays is for us is just family coming together and just having fun. And that is basically more so. Easter back home, we have like a family gathering where we have like a talent show, and it's just so good. I really miss it. I miss it so much. Just being able to see like all your cousins and everyone just come together and we just have fun. Oh gosh, yes. So that is our celebration really. Just it's really mainly about family. That's what we focus on. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much. I am on for a long time. If you haven't joined, go ahead and join the family. Join the family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the family, because on here we talk about self-development, motherhood, and faith. Everything, don't matter. Even if we talk about self-development and motherhood, faith always draws come back into it, like, because God is the center of everything. And when you realize that you need to put him first, when you put him first, you're going to see a difference in your life. In Matthew, can't remember where, but I think in Matthew chapter 6 as well, verse, I don't remember where, says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then everything else will be added on to you. So I want you to understand how important it is. That is a promise that he has made, and he don't go back on his promises. So if he's telling you, hey, put me first, and then you will see how your life will transform. I'm not saying that your life going to be way more easier because you put God first, or whatever the case might be, or you're going to get $1 million because I put Jesus first. No, that's not how it works. But you're going to have that peace that you need when you need it. And as Jesus Christ said, peace I leave with you, not as the world give it, but as I. You know, he's the one that will offer you peace, not the worldly things. And I really want you to understand that. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by on this live. I am so excited. I decided to get off of that couch and come on live and don't let all those negative emotions control my actions. Remember that. So again, I think someone said me and my family got into bad because I stopped celebrating those days. It's pagan. And listen, at the end of the day, you do what's best for you. Like I always tell people, like, if I choose not to celebrate this, then I choose not to celebrate it, because everyone on their own journey. And if I have a family member that say, hey, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore because X, Y, and Z, I say, I respect your belief. I respect your belief, but respect mine as well. So I won't get mad at you. Hello, this is your life. This is your life. And so everyone is different. Every family is different. And yeah, every family is different. So I could say, remember, at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your journey. Whether it be when it comes to your journey with God, this is you. When that time comes, your family members won't be standing next to you on the day of Judgment Day. I always tell people that you wouldn't be standing next to me and answering the questions, or however it's gonna be. So I'm gonna do what I need to do, and this is for me. This is not for you. And just being, hopefully that your family members could understand that, depending on how the conversation starts off, because sometimes our emotions get the best of us, that we'll be talking about, you understand. And when we understand our emotions and where it's coming from and why it's happening, then we can address it. But I hope that the decision you made, I hope that you still have that relationship with your family despite you had an argument with them. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can see that this doesn't mean we need to end our relationship because I believe something different than you. So yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining again. I really appreciate it. Like I said, go ahead, subscribe, join the family, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.